Hello, welcome back to the Neverwinter Nights original campaign, and I've got an annoying hat. I can't see my character's face. I'm going to remove that hat while I'm not fighting.
I am pleased to see that you have you yet discovered any new information on the cult?
You said I should ask you about how you became a paladin.
I did say that, didn't I? Are you sure you wish to hear the tale? It is not an exciting one, and I would not wish to bore you.
No, I want to hear it.
As you wish. Do not complain later, however, if you find the tale does not live up to your expectations.
I'm going to clear some of this stuff.
After all, no bard.
Okay, continue.
Where should I begin? My family lived in a human village in the wild lands of the northern mountains, and I once longed for nothing more than to be a skilled hunter, as my father was.
Really?
The village was destroyed when the orcs massed and attacked the Southlands. My family was killed, though I survived.
Aaron Gind is listening too.
For years I thought of little but wreaking bloody vengeance upon the orcs. I stalked the crags with my bow, mercilessly killing all I crossed.
Did you become a paladin?
It was not an easy thing. My lust for vengeance consumed me. I was no better than the beasts I hunted, to be truthful. On the 5th winter of my hunt, I stalked an orc tribe deep into the spine of the world and encountered a blizzard so terrible I could do naught but camp and pray.
5th winter of your hunt? Wow, the 5th year. You spent 5 years killing orcs.
The blizzard was merciless and lasted days, and as I lay dying in the snow and wind, I spotted a human man approaching. I thought I was mad.
Well, it sounds like you were mad.
He was tall and strong, though I noticed he was missing his right hand. The cold did not seem to affect him, and he looked down at me kindly and picked me up from the snow without effort.
Really?
I remembered nothing beyond that. When I awoke, I found myself at a small ilmitary monastery near the city of Silvery Moon. The monks told me I had nearly died.
Who was the man that saved you? That's going to be Tyr.
I have often thought that he was none other than an avatar of Tyr himself,
Did
the
he have
Lord of
one
Justice. Though perhaps that is presumptuous of me. Whoever he was, the ilmitary monks had not seen him bring me, and I never saw him again. Or perhaps I should say, I never saw him in person. He came to me time and time again in my dreams for many months afterwards, telling me that my vengeance would bring no true justice. I refused him at first, determined to return to my bloody hunt. The dreams came more frequently, and the man grew more stern with me. The path lay elsewhere, I was told, and reluctantly I left the mountains and came to Neverwinter and entered the service of Tyr. The dreams never came again.
Interesting.
Tyr's clerics took me in, and over time I learned their ways and grew to admire the maimed god. I chose to champion justice instead as his paladin, and found peace at long last.
Sort of.
My dedication saw me rise through the ranks, and it was much later that I encountered the young acolyte Fenthik, and knew that I had found my true path at last.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sadden you.
No, I thank you. Thank you for listening to my tale. You have been a great comfort to me.
How is this a comfort to you? Well, I guess it's just somebody to listen
I am
to.
glad to call you a friend, and hope that we can remain thus in the future. For now, however, perhaps our attention should return to your mission.
Did I get experience for that? No, I did not. Do you have any advice?
I wish there were better leads we could send you on to track down the cult, but Erin's information is the best we have.
Okay.
All I can suggest is that you visit the locales Erin has mentioned and keep your ears open for unusual activities.
Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, it's incompleted now. Okay.
Not everything that is unusual will be the doing of this cult, obviously. But they are out there, and active, so there is always a good chance you will discover them if you are alert.
Of course. Well, let's talk to Erengin.
The gods smile on us that you remain yet unharmed for your efforts. With luck, success shall soon follow.
I'd rather talk about something else.
What would you have of me?
You told me to ask sometime about how you met Lord Nasher.
Aye, so I did. Though I had not expected that you would be truly interested in hearing the rest of the tale. Are you sure I am not boring you?
No, I truly want to hear it.
Is that so? I have not had someone eagerly asking me such since, well, never. Usually I am not so, how shall we say, available.
Go talk to Charlotte. I'm sure she would love to hear it.
So be it. You will recall, I hope, that I made the majority of my early fame as the spy master for the infamous Randall the Red, aye?
Yes,
that life continued much unabated. Our ship found safe harborage in Luskan, and Randall plagued the Neverwinter trade lines endlessly.
Interesting.
Lord Nasher was not always the aged man you know now. When I first encountered him, he was a man in his prime, a veteran of the sword and in possession of a brilliant mind.
Huh.
Lord Nasher vowed to end Randall's reign over the waterways. He personally sailed from Neverwinter to seek and destroy our ship.
Interesting. So he captured you?
Not at first, no. Lord Nasher was the greatest lord of the North at the time, however, and his personal attention frightened the crew and gave Randall considerable pause.
So it sounds reasonable.
For 2 years we sparred, he and I. It was all I could do to discover his ingenious plots to find Randall, just in time to avoid them. Never had I labored so. Once, he even disguised himself and his men as Wakina priestesses shipping gold to Am, knowing that would draw Randall like a moth to the flame.
Really? Priestesses? Must have been some magic involved in that.
Only at the last moment did I give in to my suspicions and warn Randall from their ship. It was a very close thing, however. In the end, it was I who betrayed Randall. He grew more desperate and more violent, plundering ships and killing all aboard. This he had never done before. When next the Shadows told me of Lord Nasher's latest plot, I did nothing. I waited silently and watched as Nasher's men sprung from Randall's latest target.
Wisdom 14. That was a very brave thing to do.
Randall was no true friend. He made use of me, and I had needed him. It was a choice I had to make, and it was no easy one. I fully expected to be executed, and waited grimly as I was rounded up with the rest of Randall's men. My fate, as I saw it, was sealed. I waited a long time in the dungeons of Castle Never. The first man who came to my dark prison, however, was none other than Lord Nasher himself. He was very intense and charismatic, and suspicious. I was, after all, a well-known pirate, yes. He asked me only one question.
And what was that question?
Why did you not warn Randall the Red of my attack? I told him that even though I served Randall, I could not allow what he was doing to continue. Lord Nasher seemed surprised by my answer. So you would betray any man you served if you did not agree with his actions? He asked me. And I had only one answer.
Yes.
I said I would betray any man who I felt was wrong. And my only regret was that I had waited as long as I did with Randall. He smiled at me, and said that he only hoped that if he did something wrong, that I would tell him first. I asked him if this meant I was to serve him now. To that he said, no. I was to serve Neverwinter. That was to be my sentence. I am 20 years into my sentence now, my friend, and I have been thankful for each year of it.
Lord Nasher sounds like a fine man.
That he is, my friend, that he is. And Neverwinter is a place I love. I could not have found a prison that suited me better. And had I left, I never would have met my Kali.
Is that another...
It is nothing, my friend. Something best forgotten that I should not have brought up. Your original question has been answered, I hope. I shall await your...
Let's see if I can get the story
The
about...
gods smile on us that you remain yet I. What would you have?
Yep,
did.
I can.
That I mentioned her at all was by accident, my friend. I have been determined to avoid those memories for many years now.
Why?
I suppose one cannot leave the story unfinished. As you wish then, my friend. Kali is short for Kaliara. She was of elven blood, a woman of extraordinary beauty and adventuresome spirit. She ran the Guild of Thieves in Neverwinter, you see, when I first began my sentence. She was also the first task Lord Nasher set me to. I was to see to her capture, and to reduce the power of the Guild in the city. And I was eager enough to do so, though I did not know what I was up against.
Don't tell me you fell in love.
Not at all. For quite some time, she and I were the most dire of foes. Kaliara stirred her entire guild against me, and assassins stalked my every step.
Really?
The thieves had been used to holding power in the city, and did not care to be dislodged. I used every trick I knew to no avail. Finally, I chose to disguise myself and infiltrate her guild, determined to look upon my foe and end her life personally. It took me a great deal of time to do so. Kaliara trusted few, and I had to work my way up in the ranks over time until I was able to enter her inner circle.
And what, she knew you had been there all
Not
along?
at first, no. Not until I killed her. I should have done it sooner, when I was first trusted enough to be alone in her presence. But I was too intrigued and foolish. She enthralled me. I found her soul so similar to my own, and we drew together immediately. Despite my misgivings, I gave in and allowed myself to love her. I knew it would not last. I discovered her plan to kill Lord Nasher, and knew that the time had come to tell her who I was. It was my hope to dissuade her from her life.
Of course you did.
No, I didn't. I didn't think I could. She was not angry as I thought she would be, merely disappointed as she drew her sword. To strike her down was almost unthinkable. As we parried, I begged her to reconsider, to leave her life, to stay with me, and I will protect her from Lord Nasher's wrath. I will not change for you, Aaron, even as you would not change for me. Let it end here. Though tears blurred my eyes, upon those words I ran her through. She died moments later, as we exchanged one final kiss.
That is very sad, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I have never told another that tale. I am glad to have shared it with you. You are an intriguing woman yourself. I consider myself fortunate to have been assigned to you. Perhaps in time we might get to know one another better. As good friends. Would you care at all for that?
Certainly I'd like...
I am pleased. Of course, there is much else that needs to be done. Perhaps we can speak of this another time.
Okay, he's still got more tale to tell. Let's see.
I shall await your return. Greetings, my dear. Aye. What would you have of me?
Oh, now you seem uncomfortable around me. Why is
Do
that?
I seem uncomfortable to your eyes? I shall amend my stance then, for I do not wish you to feel ill at ease.
But you still look uncomfortable.
Aye, perhaps I do at that. Perhaps to maintain what dignity I have then, I should speak plainly. I am not accustomed to dealing closely with others. I am too used to the shadows, remaining unknown and unknowable.
Apparently my debug mode up there is still running. Function not found. Okay.
You, however, have forced me to re-examine that part of myself. I find myself keenly aware of you, of your absence when you leave, and I fear for your safety. I fear that you might not return.
You fear for me? That is sweet of you.
Though I need not fear for you. Indeed, you are a marvel of a woman. Powerful, competent, and full of courage. Easily the equal of any man, and I admire you for it. But I fear there are still dark times ahead, where even your power and courage will be tested. The shadows about you may become such that you fear you are alone, and cannot find your way out of them. Take this. It was given to me by my mother long ago, so that she knew I would always find my way out of the shadows. Take it, and be reminded that there is one who prays for your safe return.
Thank you, Aaron. I don't know what to say.
Then say nothing. Take it in the spirit
Oh no,
with
it's
which
an
it is
amulet.
meant.
Oh, it gives light. Aaron Ginn is said to have given this amulet to his lover during their search for the coldest Neverwinter. Wrought from gold, its heavy base bears markings from far off Cholt. It is set with a single polished moonstone that seems to glow as if from within.
Let us speak of other things then. I shall await.
Okay.
I am pleased to see that. Have you yet discovered any new information on the cult? Go with...
Okay. Let's see. Where do I want to go now? I think I want to go east to Neverwinter Woods. Where do I want to go south? Do I want Linu with me or Sharwin? Let's do Linu and go east to the Neverwinter Woods. Hello, local girl. Please don't turn into a pink-haired vampire. Okay, that goes up the East Road. It goes to the Charwood. Let's look around a little bit, see what we find. We find deer. And a sinkhole. It's nighttime, it's like hard to see. That's a fairly deep sinkhole. What is this? Archaeologists.
Hello. I was just packing up in the hopes of leaving soon. What can I do for you?
Can I ask you some questions? Yes, what do you want to know? What's going on around here? Well, we were on an archaeological expedition with Jax, but since the trolls attacked, we have mostly cowered around here. We were attacked by trolls. We were exploring the cave systems in this region when a large group of trolls jumped us. Several of my closest friends died in those caves. I just want to go back to Waterdeep. Why don't you? I can't afford the trip by myself, and Jax won't leave. He's still hoping for reinforcements from Waterdeep to show up. Or an adventurer to hire. Where's this Jax? He's right around here. Look for a forgetful old guy and you found him. Are there others around here? Linton should be around somewhere. You could try talking to him. Who is Linton? Very angry archaeologist. Linton is a very angry archaeologist. People always expect archaeologists to be timid little old men and women. Not Linton. I guess he has good reason for wanting revenge on the trolls. You'll have to ask him about it. Don't you want to get revenge? Of course I do. But I'm realistic. I can't afford to pay some hero to go slaughter those beasts. I just want to get out here before the trolls decide to come out of the caves. Now, if you want to hear about revenge, I suggest you go talk to Lyndon. He's around here somewhere. Is there anyone besides Linton and Jax to talk to around here? Ravad is a guard, not too bright. He's really upset, but then everybody is upset. You could talk to him. Maybe you could even help him even. Why is he upset? I'd really rather you talk to him about that. He should be around here somewhere. Is there anyone else? Not really. Everybody else was either killed by the trolls or ran away. Thanks for your time. Goodbye. Take care. Sure hope we get to leave soon. And maybe you could close the door behind you. There, thank you. Now it'll take a whole 10 seconds for the trolls to get in here to kill us. That's Jax. Let's see if I can find Revit first. That's the clerics. Beryl. Rain. Archaeologist. I'm guessing Revit is inside somewhere.
Help! Attack! What? Oh, well, you don't look like... Oh, never mind.
I don't look like who? Trolls, of course. You rather look more like a demon. Maybe I should still call for help? Like the ones that attacked my expedition? Maybe we should start with introductions. My name is Jax, Professor Jax. A famous archaeologist, don't you know? I'm looking for knowledge about some ancient creatures. That's why I came here. Who are you? My name is Millie Swift, and I'm interested in hearing more about these creatures. Oh, a fellow scholar, are you? Let me tell you about my research. I am talking about a creator race. Very fascinating, actually. I believe they lived thousands of years ago. I think one of their ruins lies somewhere around here. So you are looking for dead things? No. I'm looking for proof of the existence of this race. I mean, like the book that I'm carrying around. Or the several other books that talk about the history of magic and life on this planet. You see, some fellow archaeologists and I are hunting through the cave systems in the area to find an entrance to some ruins that lie beneath them. It's a marvelous expedition, or so it seemed. I figured there should be lots of treasures and tomes created by this race, but then we were attacked by trolls and ogres. Really? Tell me more. I was studying a rock formation in one of the caves when they attacked us. We had some guards with us, and they were holding the ogres off, but the trolls killed them as easily as children. What did you do then? We ran for our lives. The guards gave us enough time for a few of us to get away, but not enough. Not nearly enough. I'm sorry for your grief. All that death has come to nothing. So many sacrifices, and we still don't have the proof I need about the creator race. You mean the creator race that has existed in the histories as far back as the Nephries? That creator race? The one that it's a basic part of the lore of the setting? Oh, yes, that one. Tell me more about this creator race. Not too much is known about them. They were very powerful, and it's speculated they've fought for control of Toril against the dragons. How long ago did this supposedly take place? You sound like supposed scholars of Waterdeep, always sneering in disbelief. This happened over 10,000 years ago, even before the first human civilization of the Nethril came into power. Yes, I'm eating. They used powerful spells creating magical effects and items that can only be dreamed of now that the gods have limited its use. What kind of treasure are you suggesting? Or well, if they were powerful enough to contend with dragons as I think they were, then they must have had some powerful magic items, not to mention wealth. Trolls might have had some treasure too. You do realize that people kill dragons, right? I mean, it's not like the Year of Dragons happens on a regular basis and Toril is swarmed with them. People do kill dragons, sometimes in one-on-one fights. That's really rare. And you think you can prove this race existed? If they were as advanced as I think they were, then they should have left behind some writing. If I could get a hands on a book that proves these ruins were built by the creator race, then I could get the rest of my grant money. I need to find a complete history of the ruins. Grant money? Is that what you're worried about? What is that for? The money goes to pay for guards, supplies, equipment, as well as the expertise of the other researchers. Without that money, I can't learn more. That is why it is important that I find this proof. I could help you look for this ancient tome. Well, I guess I do need to help. I could pay you 500 gold pieces if you bring it to me. Here is a key for the barracks. You can talk to my colleagues inside for more information. Just find me a tome that proves the creator race existed and that they built these ruins. Bring it back to me as quickly as you can. All right, I'm off. Be careful, lass. This has turned out to be a very difficult operation. Good luck. Hey, Revit.
Hello there!
Mama? Oh, you're not Mama. Oh, me in big trouble. Oh, don't worry. Maybe I can help. Why don't you answer some questions for me first? Me try, but me having a bad day. Me not good mood for talk. What's so terrible about today? Me mama me stole by trolls. Me need get her back or me be in big trouble. Mama be good archaeologist, you know, digs for old stuff person. Me be her helper. Me protects her. Only me not do so good. Why? What went wrong? Me talking with other guard when look back mama gone. Me not worry much. She goes sometimes. Then she come back. Then we hear sounds like mad dogs. We turn around, there be trolls and ogres. Trolls that Jax told me about. Yes, nasty trolls, ugly ogres. So we get ready and start to fight. Monsters kill most of the guards, but me fight brave. Then troll hit me in head and cut me. I no longer can see with blood in the eyes. Then Jax grabbed me hand and lead me out of the caves. Me lucky to survive. No one else here helped me, and me afraid go back in dark cave. Me must wait here, hope she comes back. Where would they be keeping your mom? She be in cave in area, same place you go to help Jax. Me see you got key. Don't you think the trolls would have eaten your mom? No, no, you know say trolls eat mom. Mama no be eaten by, or me be lost. You find mama. Okay, I'll try to save her. Oh, you good woman, you find me mama. Me tell you what me know. They have me mama in cave near here. She be nice and sweet, except when she grab ears and yell at you for plate breaking or milk spilling, or pee is not eating, or fidgeting, or but me not supposed to talk about her like that. Here, I give you ring to show mama. This me daddy's ring from when he die. Me not know him, but me mama says he be nice quiet man. Me friends say he nagged to death, but me not understand what that mean. Excuse me. Go quick and help mama be safe. I'll do what I can. Go quick and save mama. Me wait for you here. And I'm imagining Linton is there punching a dummy.
Well met.
Okay, your avatar actually somewhat matches your portrait, which is one of the stock portraits. Uh, Something, I guess. I mean, your hair could be a bit more reddish than the, sandy, more darker reddish auburn rather than this sandy brown thing. Who are you? My name is Linton. Now, what's your name? My name is Millie. Fine. So, like I said, what do you want? What's put you in this mood? How about we start with creator race-obsessed Jax and his stupid expedition to find ruins that don't exist. You don't think the ruins exist? Oh, I did. Jax had me totally convinced. But we searched through cavern after cavern. You know what we found? I have no idea. We found trolls and ogres. Hordes of trolls and their pet ogres. No ancient creatures, no tombs, no tomes. Just trolls and ogres. We were studying this unusual rock formation because Jax thought it might be special, but it wasn't. Suddenly I hear this scream. I turned around, and there's this huge troll holding up my brother Drokus by one leg. It dangles him upside down, then it bites his head off. That's horrible. I don't need your pity, I need your help. The one that ate my brother was obviously the leader. He started pointing and snarling, and a whole tribe, or whatever you're supposed to call a group of trolls, rushed out and started to attack us. Only a few of us escaped from those caves. I want someone to go back there and wipe out every one of those trolls, especially the big one. That sounds like an important job. I'll do it. Excellent. Bring me the troll chieftain's head and I'll pay you 300 gold. Alright, I'm off. Okay, good luck and happy hunting. Do I want to steal from them? Nah, let's not steal from them. Linu? Thank you. Oh. Pathing! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Da. And his journal. Okay. Where is this? Let's close that. Oh, be quiet. I already killed all the werewolves. Or cured all the werewolves, excuse me. We already fixed the werewolf problem. Neverwinter wood. Let's go back in. I think the cave that I'm supposed to be exploring is in there somewhere. Oh, timer. And teleporting elves. Okay, so we're gonna save Millie. Troll in the dungeon. Thought you should know. Haven't I done that trick already? I've already done that joke. I did that joke, I think, Icewind Dale. Anyway, time to start a new video.